does ambition mean to you as a feminine woman? How do we achieve goals, take initiative, improve our lives, all while maintaining our need for rest, safety, comfort, and pleasure? Something I've been wondering lately is that is it even possible to be purpose driven and ambitious while being a feminine woman? Because I've always struggled with burnout. I've always find it hard to keep a balance of work and play. We've always been told that the pursuit of success requires a lot of hard work and relentless effort and sacrifice, that you must challenge yourself and push yourself both emotionally and physically to achieve real success. While this hustle and grind mindset has its own value, it's deeply rooted in masculine ideals, which ignores the feminine side, the creative, the non-linear side. Even if we want to be productive all the time, we just can't. Like, our very body rejects hustle culture. And if we work against our body, we pay for the consequences in terms of our health. To approach self-improvement from a feminine perspective is what I aim to do in this video. I recently came across this very interesting video about soft ambition by Ash Files. It felt so good to know that I'm not the only one who craves challenge while wanting a slow life, because the world makes us think that the two are mutually exclusive, that you cannot have both, you have to choose one. Soft ambition is the art of living through moments of stillness and fierceness. Fierceness in terms of being passionate about your goals. I know it sounds like a paradox, but it's not if you have a mindful approach towards it. The first thing I had to learn was to redefine what an ideal day looks like to me. I love asking everyone, oh, what is your ideal, what does a perfect day look like to you? And then I like to know if they're working towards it. So I used to have this very perfectionist mindset where for me an ideal day was one where I have time to do everything, where I have time to do my morning routine, which is, exercise, meditation, journaling, and I have time for recording video, editing, socializing, getting 9 hours of sleep, making my own breakfast, and everything that is unrealistic to be combined into one day is what my ideal day looks like. So as a recovering perfectionist, I have come to realize that an ideal day is one where I respond to what I need the most. You don't need to-do lists every time, every day, especially on weekends. Like, you can just sit and ask yourself in the morning, what do I need today? Do I need more rest? I'll prioritize rest and sleep. I might spend some time in nature, with family. If I need to meet a deadline, I'll prioritize work. I might have to skip meditation, which honestly just takes 10 minutes, so I don't see the point of skipping it. But let's say you don't have a slow weekend. You don't go out and meet your friends. You don't watch an episode of The Office. So this is what an ideal day looks like, where you have the time and the freedom to respond to what you need the most. So maybe our very definition of ambition or success needs to be redefined. Maybe what we're chasing, what we're pursuing is unrealistic. Point is that you need to create your own version of work-life balance, not another person's template. Oh, that works for her, so it must work for me. No. In what environments do you thrive? What situations stress you out the most? When do you become overstimulated? You need to know yourself deep enough to know, okay, that this is the kind of balance I need. And you know what the most beautiful thing is? This balance has been given to us by nature itself if we just start cycle syncing. I know I've talked about this before, but the concept is just so fascinating to me, and it just makes so much sense. It's like a blueprint given to you by God, by nature. Just be more productive in follicular and ovulatory phase, and slow down in your luteal and menstrual phase. Work with your body, not against it. That's how our bodies are designed. Because if you're not doing this, then no wonder you get so burned out. Like, I used to get so burned out and realize why, some days I just feel so lazy and I want to work and I want to be productive. Well, that is the season of rest. And then there are days when I have so much energy where I don't know where to put it. And that is the time you need to put that energy into something creative, something that you're passionate about. I've come a long way from resisting my own cycles, seeing menstruation as a hassle, every month. Why do I have to go through all this pain? To now understanding that this is a system created by God, and it's something that I need to honor. It's something that has so much wisdom to it, because that's the time where you actually get to slow down and just reflect and just think about things, and you're not stuck in your head all the time like the rest of the month. So if you don't prioritize yourself, your rest, your nourishment, no amount of money, no high paying ideal job can compensate for the cost you pay. The chances are that you have more control in your life than you think you do. You're just exercising it in the wrong places by maybe trying to control others or things that you need to surrender to. If you start saying no to things you actually can say no, but you're too scared to say no, if you start questioning what you tolerate, if you start choosing yourself, if you use your masculine to create safety and ease for your feminine, then you will not be burned out. And this is where we need to understand that we need both energies. It's a myth that you don't need masculine energy. The goal is to be 100% feminine all the time. No, we need both. We need balance. Our bodies crave balance. The feminine will always want comfort, play, and pleasure, but all pleasure with no discipline does not feel good. A part of you will always crave inspired action, the itch to do something more, to actually realize like, what is my purpose in this life? What gifts can I share with the world? How can I walk my truth? Whatever that means for you. Maybe not every weekend needs to be slow. Maybe there are seasons where you must sit and be disciplined to get the work done. And then there are days when you just flow, where you just don't have any to-do list, where you just be. So that is where the balance lies. Your thirst for growth and knowledge will only be quenched when you learn how to combine both of your energies and use it in the right way. Because most of us don't know how to use both our energies. Maybe one of those energies is wounded. We have our own limiting beliefs. There's so much that you need to unpack and repair that you have learned throughout your childhood and all those universal truths. I learned this amazing concept from one of my favorite YouTubers, Alexis, where she uses the analogy of an egg. The yolk, the yellow thing, is the feminine, and the white shell is the masculine. Without the shell, the feminine is just a blob on the floor. And also, if the shell has cracks, your feminine energy, the yolk, will leak. It will give its energy in the wrong places and the wrong people. So what this means is that you need structure, you need action, you need discipline to protect your feminine, to take care of her. The more connected you are with your feminine, the more connected you become with your masculine. You realize the areas where you need more action, where you need to work, where you might doubt yourself, you don't trust yourself to rely on yourself. Like, if you struggle with taking consistent action, with being disciplined, like you have all these ideas, the creative feminine side, like I want this, I want that, you don't know how to execute it, or you don't want to, like you're scared to take the steps to execute or to learn how to turn those dreams into reality, it means that you either don't have a developed masculine side, or maybe it's wounded. Maybe you grew up in a household where there was no healthy example of masculine. So now you are scared to step into that role, or maybe you seek that from other men without realizing that the ultimate protector and provider is God, and man is just an instrument for it. In the same way that you can be an instrument for it. Remind yourself every day. You can do affirmations that I can support myself, I can rely on myself, I have what it takes to take care of my needs, to protect and provide myself. I am decisive. I can make bold decisions. I can take risks because I am protected and guided. Like, having that faith and that connection with God is the anchor here. And a good exercise for you is to heal your masculine energy is to ask yourself, what qualities do I desire from the masculine? Things like, someone whose actions are aligned with their words, someone who takes initiative, someone who is financially responsible. Now embody all of those things. Add all of those qualities and traits in yourself. Be more decisive, be financially responsible, learn how to take risks. And maybe your relationship with discipline needs to change, because growing up in school, what I was taught about discipline was just I don't even want to talk about it. That's how traumatized I am. Discipline is a beautiful thing because it leads you to freedom. Discipline, when you move your perspective from shame to love, instead of thinking that, oh, I have to eat healthy and I have to exercise, I deserve to have a healthy body because I love myself. I owe it to myself. Oh, I have to clean my room. I have to do these things. I have to go to my job. Well, I deserve to have a clean space. I deserve to provide for myself. I owe it to myself. It's basic self-love. That should be your perspective. Then discipline just becomes so easy. There is no resistance. Be disciplined with your skincare routine, your sleep, your diet, everything that can create room for your feminine to thrive. In simple words, be consciously disciplined. Choose your stress. Stress is not inherently bad. We all know that some stress is needed for our body. It's the amount of it and the type of stress that makes it unhealthy. The truth is, stress is going to be a part of your life, always. So you might as well choose the kind of stress. You want to have the stress of learning a new skill, of putting stress on your muscles when you exercise, the stress of not feeling creative and trying to find solutions to be more creative. That's the kind of stress you want, is the kind of stress that leads to growth. Because if you don't choose that stress. You will be assigned stress in the long run, the stress of health issues because you didn't take care of yourself, your body, the stress of unhealthy relationships, unfulfilled job. The feminine needs to stay in flow with herself. Like, you need to learn how to flow. Take moments from your day to check in on yourself. What do I need in this moment? What is my intuition telling me? What is my inner voice telling me right now? Like, even if you're having a very busy day and you just have no time to think about anything except the work at hand, just take a few seconds, even if it's like a few deep breaths, and ask yourself, like, do I need something right now? What do I need? Do I need to hydrate myself? Maybe I just need to take a few minutes break. Like, the more you take those pauses and those moments of stillness, the more you will be connected with your feminine. You can predict a burnout, or you can predict a lot of things in advance and save yourself from unnecessary pain if you just listen to your gut, if you listen to your intuition. But we don't. We just try to be so logical and we need a solid advice. Like, I have been like that, and I'm working more on being more in tune and, listening to my intuition, my inner voice. The feminine is like water, like she's constantly flowing, adapting, releasing, because you cannot control everything. So why even try to control everything? But you can control the way you respond to things. You can control how you use your free time. And the most fascinating part is that the more you focus on the things you can control, the more control life rewards you. Also, a woman who, like, I don't care how busy you are, how much time you have or don't have, your job, your responsibilities and commitments, if you don't take time for moving your body, for exercise, for whether it's yoga or going to the gym or even dancing or whatever it is, if you don't take time for movement, you can never be in flow or in alignment with your feminine. Your energy will be stuck, it will be stagnant. You need to be present with your body. That's a part of your magnetism. It's not just about, the looks and everything. It's the body language, it's the way a woman carries herself. Like, you can look at a woman and you can tell, yeah, she takes care of herself. And it's not just in terms of looks, it's in terms of her energy, her confidence, her self-beliefs. So it's a combination of everything. Invest in yourself. The best investment you can make is self-investment. Your knowledge, your skills, your freedom, your beauty. Because when a woman chooses herself, she does a favor to the entire society. Like, her presence alone can be a gift for others because she is just so in tune with herself. You want to help others? Go help yourself first. Like, don't try to be a rescuer or savior for everyone. Go help yourself first and just watch how everyone else get inspired to help themselves. Give from what overflows. I've been saying that since the very first video, but we all need reminders. Your ambition needs to have meaning. Sometimes your ambition is a coping mechanism to protect yourself from pain. It's coming from a fear mindset. So just sit and ask yourself, like, is this what I truly want? Maybe the safety and the love that I'm seeking is already within me. Maybe my ambition needs to be something that's coming from a place of love. So you need to have a stronger why, where you know why you're doing something. Use your ambition to protect your inner child, because most of our adult decisions are based on our inner child wounds. So what did she not get? What needs were not met? Do it for her, give her those things. Do it for your future daughter, do it for your future self. Your ambition can create more room for your feminine to thrive. So this isn't something you should run away from. If your goal is to quit 8 to 5 and be self-employed, let's say, invest in the skills that align with your feminine qualities. Maybe you're an empath, you are an active listener, you want to help others, you're a nurturer. So you can go into psychology, into coaching, into helping others, into creating a YouTube channel and helping other women. If you're good in arts and creativity, invest in those skills and create a lifestyle out of it, like create an income out of it. This is something girls should be taught from an early age. Unfortunately, they are not. That the reality of high performing careers, like, being a doctor or engineer or an astronaut, it comes with a cost, and no one tells you that, this is a lifestyle that comes with it. The fact that you want to learn and be intellectually stimulated and improve the quality of your life is the best thing about you, is the best thing about women. When I see them trying to improve their lives and trying to take accountability and not just being a damsel in distress, that just accentuates your existing beauty. Work from a place of gratitude. I know this goes without saying, and we all know we need to be more grateful, but sometimes in pursuit of something better, we tend to forget the existing beauty of our lives. Like, if you just start realizing how interesting and how beautiful and how romantic your life already is, just be a little more intentional about everything that you already have, the household chores, the job, the food you give to your cat, the sandwich you made for someone you love. You do that because you care. You do that because you love, and you are an embodiment of love. Your ambition can just be love. Like, you don't need to do anything tangible or quantifiable to prove anything to anyone. You are your biggest goal. You are your biggest challenge. So you can create so much change by just being your most authentic and true self. So for anyone who's trying to figure out, like, what is my purpose, what's my ambition, like, ask yourself, what does my highest self need from me from this moment? Like, what does she do? And like, I've made a lot of videos on this. What do I need? What do I actually need? Not what I fear and what I'm running away from, and not just what I need in terms of what my lower vibration needs of cheap dopamine and escapism from reality needs. What does my future self need? There's a good chance you know the answer to this. What does my inner child need? What did she need growing up? And most importantly, what does God expect from me? Like, ask better questions to get better answers. And remember that the way of feminine ambition is detachment to the outcome. Trusting in a higher power and surrendering to the divine plan and asking for something that's best for you, that's in your highest good. Like, when you're praying, always ask for the things that are for your highest good. Because sometimes what you're asking for is so less, so small, and God has planned something just so amazing and out of your imagination for you. I'll just end this video by saying that you are so powerful. Your existence is a gift to this world. So just start taking your power back. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that it created the impact that I wanted, because my energy is a little low today. I'm fasting, but I am so excited to be making this video because it's been ages. I know I always disappear, but I hope everyone had a great Eid, and I look forward to making more videos. Take care. Bye-bye.